There we go. Hi, 4 o'clock Sunday story at 4 minutes past 4. Who's counting? What's with the outfit? I am Erin the wizard, not Ernie, Erin the wizard. Sounds much better. And this morning I've been doing storytelling at the Clean Air Day here in Kenilworth. Let me take this off. We won't need that anymore. Yeah, Kenilworth has had a Clean Air Day where they closed down a whole set of roads and allowed families, particularly children, to cycle, skateboard, and roller skate around the roads free from traffic. And because it's such a fine day, there have been hundreds of families out on the streets, out on the road. And the kids have loved this ability to have a free road to cycle on safely, to roller skate on, to rollerboard on. But on the other hand, there have been no cars in Kenilworth on the main street. And people might say, as good as that is, you imagine if it was to be like that every day. And the point is, you see, in Kenilworth, in Warwickshire, where I live, they are building more and more homes, which means more and more cars, which means they're probably going to have to shut down the roads of Kenilworth, once a month? Certainly not once a week, so that people can get the opportunity to be out on the road safely. But it was a great event, and dressed as I am, there you go. I made sure that obviously I didn't walk up to children who were on their own and start telling stories. It was always where parents were with them. And I just introduced myself as Erin, the storytelling wizard. And I'd go into one or two of my well-known stories and entertain. And in a way, I guess, educate the children in having fun with the spoken word, because that's what it is. You can read the book, certainly, but to have the spoken word there in front of you and to get the reaction of laughter and even small applause from small number of family, it just proves that communication, that level of communication is still possible. People are still fascinated by even not ghost stories, but made up stories of headless knights and foxes and mice. So, if you are looking to connect with your children, toss away the mobile phones. Just learn a couple of stories, maybe even from 6 to 10-year-olds, and just sit them down and just have a storytelling 20 minutes, half an hour. Encourage them to learn the stories from old and maybe encourage them to tell stories. There's a man I know who is becoming quite big in the marketing business. And his young daughter, probably 4 or 5, is now on video competently talking about a marketing message. Brilliant. Because that young lady will grow up with the ability to communicate confidently over the camera, or more importantly, confidently face to face. It's a great skill. It's not a skill that many people are born with. I certainly wasn't. It's a skill that you can learn simply by repetition, by learning ways and means of improving your presentation skills. I have a program called the 4Ps of presentation, where you prepare, then you practice, then you perfect your posture, then you perfect your presentation. And if you can do that, if you can prepare, if you can practice it, so that the ability to tell the story at a moment's notice is there, that gives you the confidence to have the right posture, to connect with all audiences, male, female, young, old. And it gives you the ability to perform, because every story is a performance. It's been a great day, particularly after yesterday, where I was Wilfred, the warden, on a ghost tour. So there was blood here, white, black eyes, and all kinds of scary stuff, if you know what I mean. Yes. And again, we had 13 people on a tour. People who came from all parts of the country. One was even a New Zealander. People of all ages. And for an hour, I was able to not just entertain them, but educate them in the history of a house in Stratford-upon-Avon, Tudor world. And to get applause at the end of it, in appreciation of the work that I'd done, it gives you great self-esteem. It gives you a confidence to connect and communicate with people. It gives me the confidence to do this every Sunday. And so, if you'd like to know more about storytelling performance, contact me. For the moment, it's all free. Get in touch. Ernie Boxall at erniesaid.info. Ernie Boxall on Facebook, Ernie Boxall on Instagram. Wherever you can find me, get in touch. You won't have to dress up like this. In fact, let's get rid of all that, shall we? And just return to being Ernie Boxall. Just a straight old storyteller. Have a great day. Have a great week. See you next time.